Hello, welcome back. Today I'm doing a guided meditation and I will be looking at the script in front of me. Take a deep breath. Imagine yourself standing in the Silurian period, more than 400 million years ago. The air is warm, humid, and heavy with the smell of wet soil and algae. You are on the edge of a shallow sea where land and water meet in a quiet, ancient balance. Listen, there are no bird calls, no insect songs. The world is almost silent. Look down. The ground is damp, spongy, covered with small, simple plants. Tiny stalks of Cooksonia rise from the soil. Among the earliest vascular plants on land, they stand only a few centimeters tall, their thin stems topped with round sporangia, releasing spores into the humid air. Nearby, mats of nematophytes spread like carpets. These mysterious organisms are neither true plants nor fungi as we know them today, but something in between, weaving the first true terrestrial ecosystem. As you walk, you feel the cushion of moss-like mats underfoot, mixed with green liverworts and tiny clusters of early algae. Now, look up. Before you stand Prototaxites. These aren't plants. They have no branches or leaves. They're probably related to fungi, but there is nothing quite like them alive today. The tallest of these giants are more than 20 feet high. They dominate the land, still and silent. Step closer. Imagine reaching out to touch one of these ancient towers. Its pale, tuberculate flesh gives like that of a mushroom stalk. Breathe in. The air carries a faint sweetness, a fungal scent, earthy and primordial. These colossal fungi are silent guardians of the Silurian landscape, towering above the small plants at their bases. Now, approach the shoreline. The shallow sea glimmers under the pale, misty sky. Look into the water. A group of eurypterids, sea scorpions, patrols the shallows. Their armored bodies ripple through the water as they move through with deliberate grace. On the seafloor, trilobites crawl over rocks, their many legs hidden beneath segmented shells. Occasionally, a trilobite pauses, antennae sweeping across the mud as it searches for food. Near the surface, you see the shapes of early jawless fish. Small Racchinia swim in loose groups, their slender, armored bodies flashing in the filtered light. Nearby glides a heavier fish, perhaps an osteotrachon, its head shield broad and flat. its body tapering into a slender tail. These are some of the earliest vertebrates with paired fins, the distant ancestors of all modern fish and even of us. Step back from the water and look carefully along the shoreline. Something stirs among the moss and algae. A myriapod, one of the first truly land animals. It creeps cautiously over the damp ground, its many legs moving in a slow wave. In a shadowed hollow, you glimpse an early arachnid. It is small, and it can't spin webs. It is fully terrestrial. It pauses, testing the moist air, before retreating quickly into the cover of nematophytes. Everywhere you look, life is determined. Take the peace and the stillness into yourself. Your thoughts are the tiny movements of arthropods, the ripples of fish, the fungal towers. This is the landscape of your mind. You're in it, but it doesn't need you to consciously create it. The sky is soft, gray-blue, the sunlight diffused, filtered through high, thin clouds. There is no deep blue yet. The air is thick with moisture, and oxygen levels are lower than today. The sunlight feels gentle, muted, casting pale reflections on the water's surface. Breathe. Inhale primeval air, thick with carbon dioxide. Exhale. Imagine the spores of Cooksonia, nematophytes, and prototaxites drifting unseen all around you, filling the Silurian world with the promise of growth. Reach down. Brush your fingers across a cluster of Cooksonia. The stems are thin, fragile, almost thread-like. Their sporangia round and smooth. There are no flowers anywhere yet. These tiny plants are among the first to send water and nutrients through vascular tissue, a great innovation in the history of life, and one that will eventually see the extinction of the towering prototaxites. Next, place your palm gently on the mats of nematophytes. They feel soft, yielding, like thick moss. Notice the scent of damp greenery, subtle and fresh. Return to the side of a towering prototaxite. Press your hand against its surface once more. It feels ancient, patient, as if it has witnessed countless seasons of mist and sun. It has. Pause here in stillness. Let the presence of these organisms surround you, reminding you of the deep history of life. And breathe. when your thoughts wander, and they will, because that is what they do, bring them back to your breath. Bring them back to where you are, what you are doing. Stand still. Just breathe. The silence of this world surrounds you. It is not an empty silence. It is a silence filled with patient, subtle life. Life just beginning to explore the land. Life that will one day give rise to forests, true insects, reptiles, birds, mammals, and us. This ancient world might now seem to have been simple to us, but life is not a progression from simple to complex. Evolution is not progress. It is change and nothing else. For a giant millipede as long as your arm, hundreds of millions of years ago, this was what life was. Take one last deep breath of Silurian air. Look around at this shoreline, the soft carpets of nematophytes, the fragile stalks of Cooksonia, the towering columns of Prototaxites. See the trilobites and eurypterids moving in the shallow sea. Watch the small fish gliding silently through the water. There are no birds, no pterosaurs. There is nothing in the air. This is a world of beginnings, a landscape both alien and familiar. Let its stillness and its patience remain with you as you return slowly to the present moment. Inhale deeply. In through the nose and out through the nose. Hear the sound of the water. Your breath is like the tide. Carry the calm silence of the Silurian with you. Every moment is now. Every moment is the only moment. Every moment is the first moment. Every time you bring your thoughts back to your breath, center them again along an invisible line that goes down from your forehead to your solar plexus. Every time you bring your thoughts from their excursions back to that line is the first time. Approach this not with expectation of mastery, but with a student's mind. Every meditation is the first meditation. The Silurian is gone. This is now. And one day, now will be gone too. 400 million years ago, Cooksonia, Prototaxites, sea scorpions. But what will now be 400 million years into the future? It will be now. Now never ends. Thank you for listening. I enjoyed this, and I might do more like this. If you would like to see more guided meditations through periods of deep time, then let me know. I think even if you don't want to see it, I'll continue doing it. Now, I leave you with love and kindness. Thank you again, and I will see you in the next video.